Bob Coleman, and we're talking Main Street and the small business lenders who help it grow. Week 5 SBA shutdown. Listen to the conversation Lance Sexton and I had about interim financing. It can be done. It can be taken out. PLP. It could be a great product in your toolbox to help Main Street.
And the last poll question, which is sort of the takeaway from our webinar yesterday, can an interim 7A loan be processed PLP within 90 days of that interim note date?
Well, and I look forward to the responses, Bob. We both know the answer because we were SOP addicts, I guess. Yeah, you absolutely can do an interim loan and use your delegated PLP status to take out that interim loan as long as the interim loan is not more than 90 days from the date of getting an SBA loan number. And hardly anybody believes that SBA will not be back in business within 90 days. So it's not a straight refinance. If you've got a good deal, you can do an interim loan. We do recommend that you structure it similar to, or exactly, I like to see a structure mirror image to what the SBA loan would be. And you can use PLP processing on taking out that interim loan and putting the SBA guarantee on.
Thomas USAF is sponsoring the 2019 Rural Lending Puerto Rican Investment Summit, March 7th through 9th. If you get a chance, go down there. It's a lot of interesting things are happening there, a lot of lending opportunities, both SBA and USDA BNI. Listen to Mike Thomas and I discuss the summit.
You are doing the 2019 Puerto Rico Rural Lending Investment Summit. Tell us about it.
Okay. Well, Bob, this comes about, I'd say last November. You know, we do a lot of business in the Virgin Islands.
Right.
And Jose Rivera, who's the Puerto Rican director, okay, came to our seminar on CF and BNI, and he asked me to come to Puerto Rico and to put together a team of people that could, one, bring lenders to Puerto Rico, and two, bring investors to Puerto Rico. So over the last couple of months, Natalie and I have put together and the agenda. And the sponsors of the program are Signature Bank, Touchmark Bank, my company, Thomas Youssef, Byline Bank, and Live Oak Bank.
Mike, Puerto Rico is in a world of hurt. Give us a little overview of what's happened after the hurricane. Well,
not a lot. What happened is Puerto Rico's in a lot of hurt, and it also hurt a lot of their banks down there. In that I believe their delinquency rates in double digits. And as you know, over the years, their banks have never been much in the BNI or the SBA program. When they've stayed in, they've come in and then they've gone out.
Right.
And so they said, we need lenders and we need investors. So the sponsors are Signature, Touchmark, Byline, and Live Oak Bank, who want to do loans down there.
Right.
The investors, that's a harder thing for us because that's not our business, but we're inviting all the investors we can. And we get in, let's say, the night of the 6th. Some people may make it a whole week. I think my daughter's going to do that. And the event is at the Condado Plaza Hilton. It's on the ocean. And we're able to get it at a good enough rate that it qualified for the government rate.
Well, it's under $200 a night, which is awesome. Mike, what's it cost to register for the event?
It costs you anything to register for the event. The sponsors are paying all the fees and all the putting on all the events. Most people will get in by Wednesday night. And a lot of people are not going back till Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Try to put a little fun in it, too. And Ozu, the district director, is going to open it up.
Right.
Ask Linda McMahon, the administrator, come in, but it's hard to talk to people at SBA now. So she's been invited, but we don't know. okay? Betty Brand then is picking up, and this is confirmed, and she's the administrator of RBS. Joseph Ben Israel, he's going to go over the community facility program. And Mark Brozinski, Betty's deputy, is going to cover the B&I program. We're also going to, Aaron Morris is going to cover the USDA energy programs, and Edna Primrose is going to cover the water and waste programs. After that, we're going to get into something, and it's over, I think 97% of Puerto Rico is an opportunity zone. Wow. So we're having a little session on opportunity zones, and basically what opportunity zones allow you to bring in investors that have capital gains, and they're able to defer them at least for so many years, or if they're in there for 10 years, they pay no capital gain when they get it out.
Well, that's a great program, and we're going to definitely follow up with that. Also, Mike, you got the governor of Puerto Rico going, and also Congresswoman Jennifer Gonzalez-Colon, which I'm going to be interviewing you. Mike, you've done a great job in putting this together, you and your team, Natalie. I've been to the one in Atlanta, Washington, D.C. This is for SBA. It's for USDA B&I. USDA B&I has totally committed to this. All the players are going to be there. Even if you have an interest in B&I lending, get down there. It's free to register, and the rooms are less than $200 a night. Mike, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Bob.
Don Pelgrim, Wilshire Finance Partners, stopped by, and we discuss what he does.
We're at the Trump Durrell, Don Pelgrim. Wilshire Finance Partners, I got to do my cheat sheet here. Why are you here?
Well, Wilshire Finance Partners is a direct portfolio bridge lender. We're based in Newport Beach, California, and what we're looking to do is expand our reach into the state of Florida and the neighboring states. We were here last year as just an attendee, and we've come back as a sponsor to meet more folks.
And typical deal that is structured, dollar amount, tell me about your credit box.
Sure. Well, we lend anywhere from $1 million to $7 million, and we're lending against multifamily, office, retail, mixed-use, warehouse, industrial, senior assisted living, and student housing. So pretty much the major food groups.
Don, a lot of my viewers are SBA lenders. Are you involved with bridge financing for SBA product, or is this bridge financing for conventional product?
Well, it's bridge financing for a conventional product. However, we work with a lot of SBA lenders, and typically what we'll do is a bridge loan to the SBA loan. So sometimes there are certain transaction attributes, such as pulling cash out to pay out sponsors, reshuffling the deck on the capital stack, things like that, that an SBA lender might not be able to do right out of the chute. So what we'll do is we'll go in, we'll provide the bridge financing with an eye towards that SBA takeout later.
Construction financing?
We don't do construction financing, but we will do repositioning loans on different types of properties, but no ground-up construction.
Great. Don, nice to meet you. Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you.
I enjoy talking about Main Street. Mascot Factory, a borrower from CDC Small Business Finance. Listen to their story.
My name is Ben. I'm the head janitor here at the Mascot Factory.
You have to explain that, why you call yourself the head janitor. Okay, I'm Sandra. I'm Sandra O, and I'm the VP of Operations.
Here at the Mascot Factory, we personalize plush, whether it's stock or custom plush, for about 1,200 different colleges and universities across the country, as well as to about 300 sports teams, as well as to nonprofits out there. So I'm the head janitor because I don't really have a specific role in this company, but one of the things I do is I clean up messes. So invariably with the volume that we go through every once in a while, something will go wrong, whether it's a production or an order that we ship, etc. So my job is to go in there and figure out what's wrong, how can we learn from it, how can we fix it, and how can we get better from it.
The process working with CDC was very painless. I've heard horror stories of trying all the paperwork and all that stuff that it would be very difficult, but we were very lucky because we got introduced. Our Chase financial representative introduced us to Mike, and just having a conversation with him, he just explained everything step by step what we needed to do, and just sent me all the documents, and if anytime I had a question, he responded back to me, I say, in a couple of hours. So next thing I think we filled everything out, and he says, okay, you guys are pre-approved. I was shocked to see how quickly everything went. I honestly have to say it was really painless and very, I think, even smoother than our bank loan or anything else. It was just a very smooth transaction, I think. We also have a really cute tagline. It's, if you could dream it, we can make it. So, isn't it? It's a cute tagline.
Yeah, we have all the projects nobody else wants.
Thank you for joining us today for the Coleman Report Update and for supporting America's Main Street, one entrepreneur at a time.